He doesn't call them back. He makes sure that they understand he is really meaning what he's saying. And he even goes to his disciples to ask them if they too are going to leave. Just a quick aside. It's interesting that John makes the point that Jesus knew who would be faltering in their belief. And he knew who would abandon him. And he knew who would betray him. And if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. If you think, when did Judas leave? When did he went to betray the Lord? It was right during the Eucharistic meal. It's a perfect parallel. It's a perfect parallel to what John is alluding very early in the Gospel, in chapter 6, that a lack of belief in the Eucharist can make you a traitor, can make you leave the side of the Lord, can make you think that he was crazy. And again, that's to the very essence of who we are. You know, in the case of Jesus of Nazareth, he either was who he said he was, or he was the craziest man that ever lived. You don't have any other option. And that's precisely the answer of Peter. When Jesus goes to the disciples, notice the answer of Peter. Lord, to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life. We have come to believe. So the whole essence of the belief in the Eucharist is the belief in the Lord. You know, if you have problems with believing in the teaching of the church about the Eucharist, your problem is not just the Eucharist. You have a Christological problem. Let me spell that out. A Christological problem is a teaching related to Christ, to who Christ is. Your real problem is not the Eucharist. It's that if we don't believe in the Incarnation, if we don't believe that the Son of God became one like us, well, of course we're going to have problems with anything else. And if you believe in the Incarnation, you should have no problem believing anything that Jesus said. Anything that he said. You have to act like Peter. Lord, I really don't understand it either. You see, Peter and the disciples, they didn't understand. They were Jewish too. They had a hard time listening to those words, but they believed. That's the difference. They claim that no. It may sound shocking. Peter may have said, actually, you sound kind of crazy. But we believe who you are. We believe that you're not tricking us, that you're not lying to us. And that becomes key in our journey as Christians. Do we really believe, or are we ambivalent? We don't know. We are worried. We are afraid. We're not sure. This sounds maybe too good, or maybe too crazy, or whatever you want to put there. And as we wrap up with this wonderful sermon of the bread of life, it's a wonderful call to faith. Do we believe? Do we make that decision that this man is who he said he was? That he gave his life for us, that he took it to the limit, that he didn't hold back anything, that he suffered for us,